All right, I'm going to finish this up. Let's see how long it is. Ancient 5/8. And let's see, 9/16 wide. Where's the foreshaft? Yeah, I think I already placed it on the foreshaft. Yeah. Okay. So it fits well. I just got to finish the serrations, and I'm going to put a slight twist in the tip, and it'll appear extremely thin from this side. But when you turn it around, it'll still be as thick as it is here. That's the theory, anyway. Yep. Okay. So the first serration is squared off, right, and the rest are kind of pointed. I think that's the way these go. So I'm just going to continue being careful not to take too much off in the beginning, and then I'll push off a better flake toward the end. A good pop out at the end of the serration. Yeah. Or I should say the foot of this, the notch in between the serration. Yeah, like that. As long as I proceed slowly, deliberately, and carefully, it should go pretty well. This particular piece of chert doesn't have the same inconsistencies along the edge that the other one did. And overall, this one's going to be a better reproduction anyway. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Nice pop outs at the end. Now this one's got a lump on this side. Let's see if I can tackle that once again. One more time. No. If I can catch the face of a step fracture, I could take that off, but it looks like it's pretty well rounded off, so right now what I'm doing is I'm just removing the metal marks. So I'm using a flake from the original stone to kind of grind off those metal marks. I might be able to grind down that little lump, but oh well. Now the only other thing that I don't like is the step fracture right here. I'm not done with the serrations yet. There's a step fracture right here, but I'm not sure I can remove that. Let's see. I like nice pop outs at the end of these notches, or at the bottom of the notches. Yeah. Let's see. Doing damage control risks breaking it, so we'll see. Probably just have to live with it. Anyways, I noticed there wasn't too many likes in the beginning of the video. Uh, I think people are not liking that I broke the original. Yeah. I mean, there's not too many likes after I first posted this one, because I immediately, I showed the first attempt and my failure to update it off camera. Usually when I work on things off camera, they don't break as easily. But that one, I think there was an incipient crack that I didn't see. And it just opened up and took off a ear. It's very easy to do on these, especially on these heat treats. And if I didn't have a domed pad, I would have probably snapped this one already too, doing these serrations. I gotta be really careful. Do these serrations make a difference in the ability to cut? I don't know. I think they just make the wound more nasty and more difficult to close up. It just tears a jagged wound, right? Tears into the target, causes a jagged wound that doesn't heal very easily. I think that's one of the reasons, other than being very painful, I suppose. Yeah, having that jagged edge inside a wound rubbing up against stuff, I imagine it's quite painful if it remains in there. If the arrowhead remains in the wound, it's going to be quite painful. All right. I think this is the last serration I'm putting in, and then I'm going to go to the needle tip. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to use the pointed flaker for the rest of this. And I'm going to make sure that I'm on a raised spot. Let's see. Got to make it symmetrical, or try to. So I'm just going to bevel it all the way to the tip, and it will produce a little twist. And the better that twist is, the thinner the point will look, or the more delicate the point will look if you look straight on like this. The better I do the beveling, the more thin it will look from this direction. You'll see. I hope you'll see. And it also helps prevent breakage when you do it this way. Why don't I do it this way all the time with these little needle tips? I don't know. It's almost like cheating. Yeah. People want to see the bifacial thinning. At least I think that's what people want to see. There's a little step fracture there. See that? There's a step fracture in there. Come on. Right there. Okay, so I think I can get that out, but it's going to be a delicate procedure. It doesn't matter. Only to me does it matter. Let's see. This kind of damage control can mess it up. Can you see? Every time I take my eye off of it, it gets blurry. Did it work? Kind of, sort of. Yeah. I got plenty of tips, so that doesn't matter. But I hate breaking off tips. But in this case, it doesn't matter too much. There's plenty of room. So even if I'm extremely careful, I can still break off the tip. Let's see. No one's gonna like this video. Nope. Let's see. This will give me a chance to put a real good bevel on it. So the good part is I can put a nice twist in the tip that hopefully you'll be able to see easily. Yeah, I could chat while doing this, but I know someone's going to think, if I break it, they're going to think, you broke it because you were chatting. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, it can be broken that way. If I talk about something difficult to talk about, I could easily get distracted and break it. Okay, I need to sharpen that more. So much work to make an arrowhead to hunt raccoons and stuff, right? No, no, of course not. This is for shooting at enemies. Yeah, no doubt. Enemies and or predators. What about bird predators, like large birds of prey? I suppose. The reason why I'm going in that direction is I see some lumps. It's getting there slowly. Can you see the twist in that tip? See the beveling? I think that's how they made these tips. I was told that many Toyahs have this twist and beveling by a collector of Toyah points and other related points from West Texas. He told me that one thing people don't realize is a lot of these were made with a twist at the tip. They don't realize it because you can't tell from the photograph, well, at least not very easily. See, from the side, it's still pretty thick. So it's not weak. See what I mean? It makes sense to do it this way. As far as being strong enough to make a deep penetrating wound and then break. Yeah, it'll still break, but at least it'll get you there. Now, there might be step fractures along the edge. I can't do much about that because I'm kind of napping blind. If I do it this way, I'm afraid I'm going to snap it. But I can see better if I'm producing a step fracture or not. Probably doesn't matter. See, is it symmetrical? It's a little bit off center. Let's see. I can make it look a little bit more symmetrical. Yeah. Okay, let's see. These were not all that carefully made. There was some randomness and asymmetry. I could tell from the photographs that there's not too much emphasis on symmetry. Let's see. I can hear the step fracturing. After a while, you can actually hear it when it step fractures. With enough practice. Yeah, practice in step fracturing. Yep, that's what it is. The only way to get rid of those step fractures on the edge is to make some nice pop outs. Like that. But it's dicey. That flake hit me on the forehead. But I think it did it. Clean that up a little bit. All right, so that's it. 26 minutes. There's a twist in the tip and some beveling. Yeah, I like it. I want to make more. I might make a set of 3 of these for the auction. Yeah, they're different colors. I got the colors that I see in the photographs. Right? I see a dark gray one. So I got a dark gray in here somewhere. Like that. I got this. I might make a fancy one. This is not Texas stone, though. Let's see. Which ones are Texas that are fancy? That one? But that's more like this color. Oh, yeah. I can make one out of this. Fancy Texas stuff. Yeah. See a heat treat right there? That'll make a nice one, I think. I could do a white one. Yes. All right. So I think I am going to make a set of 3 of these. That's just so I can get used to making these. I think I still have them. I still have my tablet bookmarked to that page or to those photos. Let's compare. Shall we? Let's shall. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Whoops. There's mine. And there's that one. Now, there's some subtleties. They're a little bit different. I think some of those serrations are actually broken off on that one. Could be wrong, but these other ones have, more consistent serrations than that one. And it looks like across the serrations is the widest part. Oops. Come on, come on. Across the serrations right here is the widest part, but on mine, it's across the base of the notches that's the widest part. I can take that back a little bit more and then round off these squared serrations, right? This one looks a little bit rounded off and not square. Yeah. Let's see. Want to do a little bit more? It's only 29 minutes. Pick at it a little bit more. Yeah. Let's pick at it a little bit more. Round this off a little bit. And these are angled downward. Yeah, these serrations are angled downward. Just slightly. All this fuss, and they just probably did it subconsciously. Yeah, after making a bunch of these, I can see that you can just do this subconsciously. So I need to make the distance across these serrations here the widest part. So I got to take back a little bit on the ears. Little bitty step fractures. Yeah, if I don't pay attention, that's what I get. I gotta nap it the other way, like this. Instead of trying to nap it blind. Yeah, I'm not able to nap it where I can see it. I'll just have to nap it blind, where I can't see the other side. Is there a way to get rid of that line of step fracturing? Not really. It's too late now. I minimized it by popping a flake out there, but let's see. Now, does it look like the widest part is across the top, across those serrations? Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, and the bottom of that notch is pretty narrow. There's a little bit of crunching going on, but it's too late to make a pop out on this side. Although it looks like they popped it out in the photograph. So they were very careful about that one. Yeah, that's the best I can do. I just clean it up a little bit. So there it is. Yeah. And then I'll be able to get a thumbnail shot of this. This side needs to be taken down a little bit, or I got uneven notches, or an uneven notch. It's tending to move to this side, but with glue it'll fix it, yeah, but I'd rather not have it. Maybe this notch is not straight. It looks, the arrowhead looks symmetrical, it's just that the notch might not be. Yeah, just a little bitty adjustment. Yep, okay. But again, I could do it like this too. If I had a notch in that side, I could show you, but I tend to make the foreshafts like this, where it's fattest up here and then skinniest down here. That way it's easy to insert into the main shaft. And it's easy to mount different sizes of arrowheads. All right, so I'll take pictures like this and I'll post it. All right, so there it is. All done. I'm excited. Yeah, I've been wanting to do these for a while. Okay, that's it.